𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐚𝐭𝐨 fancies himself a Sigma male aspirant, though in reality he's just a complete loser who couldn't charm a statue. But his pathetic existence takes a wild turn when he stumbles upon a feral, mischievous bunny girl who happens to be completely invisible. 𝐂𝐂𝐨 initially assumes she escaped from some degenerate playboy mansion, but quickly realizes nobody else can see this cotton-tailed anomaly. He keeps staring at this strange girl, which shocks her since he's actually capable of perceiving her existence. 𝐂𝐂𝐨 recognizes her as Mai, a senior at his school and a celebrity that any red-blooded male would sell organs to date. She warns him to forget everything he witnessed today and stay far away from her business. The next morning, 𝐂𝐂𝐨 wakes up to find his sister Katie beside him, eager to share some good old-fashioned Alabama love with her brother. He tells her to start sleeping in her own bed, and she assumes it's because he woke up excited thanks to his precious sister's presence. Later, 𝐂𝐂𝐨 rides the train with his friend 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐨 to school and asks if he's into bunny girls, to which 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐨 replies he'd happily choke on their socks. 𝐂𝐂𝐨 questions whether he'd stare at a random bunny girl in public, and 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐨 claims he'd do it without blinking. They arrive at school and Mai is there with them. 𝐂𝐂𝐨 asks 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐨 if he can see Mai, and he confirms he can. 𝐂𝐂𝐨 wonders what kind of person she is since she's always alone, which pleases 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐨 that 𝐂𝐂𝐨 isn't just obsessed with his childhood friend, Choco. 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐨's girlfriend, Saki, appears and drags 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐨 away while shooting 𝐂𝐂𝐨 a death glare. 𝐂𝐂𝐨 discovers that Mai is always alone because she missed too many classes due to her celebrity work, making it difficult to form friendships. Then Saki confronts 𝐂𝐂𝐨, telling him to stop talking to 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐨 after she learns about 𝐂𝐂𝐨's hospital incident. She tries to intimidate 𝐂𝐂𝐨, but he calmly provokes her about being insecure and constantly acting like she's in a bad mood. After school, 𝐂𝐂𝐨 finds Mai at the train station where some creep is trying to photograph her, but 𝐂𝐂𝐨 blocks his path and calls him a pervert. Mai thanks 𝐂𝐂𝐨 for helping her, and they ride the train home together. 𝐂𝐂𝐨 brings up not forgetting the bunny costume and using it as nighttime entertainment material, but Mai doesn't mind being material for boys to use at night. Then Mai asks about the rumors that 𝐂𝐂𝐨 hospitalized 3 students, which left him friendless, but 𝐂𝐂𝐨 counters saying he has 2 friends. Mai tells him to tell others if the rumors are wrong, but 𝐂𝐂𝐨 doesn't care, feeling it's useless to try when people spread rumors and twist them into truth. 𝐂𝐂𝐨 asks her why she wore the costume that day. Mai explains she's been famous since childhood, and while it was fun at first, it gradually became stressful when everyone knew who she was. So she wishes to live in a world where nobody recognizes her. One day she went to the aquarium and saw that the anime gods had granted her wish, making it so nobody could see her. At first, she thought it was a coincidence, but she went to a cafe and nobody could see her there either. Mai adds that people still see her in some places, so she decided to walk around wearing a bunny costume to see where else people couldn't see her. Then Mai and 𝐂𝐂𝐨 go to buy bread, but the cashier doesn't respond to Mai and only answers 𝐂𝐂𝐨. Mai is impressed that 𝐂𝐂𝐨 actually believes her nonsense. But 𝐂𝐂𝐨 has experience with this kind of absurdity and calls it adolescence syndrome, a condition said to be circulating. Then they stop at 𝐂𝐂𝐨's apartment because he wants to show her something. He takes her to his room and starts undressing to reveal a chest scar. Mai touches it, and 𝐂𝐂𝐨 starts making happiness noises. He explains his scar is caused by the syndrome and adds another example showing a photo of his injured sister. He explains that 𝐂𝐨 was only cyberbullied, never physically attacked, yet started having wounds appear on her body out of nowhere. 𝐂𝐂𝐨 woke up one day with a chest wound, got sent to the hospital, and this became the rumor of his hospitalization. Suddenly, 𝐂𝐨 enters the room and starts messing around thinking Mai is a call girl. 𝐂𝐂𝐨 calms her down and introduces them properly, leaving 𝐂𝐨 sad because her brother has to share his love with other people. 𝐂𝐂𝐨 thinks Mai's case and 𝐂𝐨's case are both caused by adolescence syndrome. 𝐂𝐂𝐨 advises Mai to return to show business because he thinks she really wants that, which irritates Mai for him assuming such things. She leaves and doesn't appear at school for days. Then 𝐂𝐂𝐨 starts searching for the reason why Mai left show business in the first place, but only finds some meaningless rumors. At his part-time job, 𝐂𝐂𝐨 continues being harassed by a reporter named Fumika, who wants to cover his hospital incident, but so far, 𝐂𝐂𝐨 keeps refusing. At school, 𝐂𝐂𝐨 vents to his second friend, Futaba, and asks her if it's possible for someone to become invisible. She gives him a theory that something only truly exists if someone observes it, making it invisible if nobody observes it. Then he realizes that Mai only existed when she was famous, and in her current state nobody sees her and she could disappear. 𝐂𝐂𝐨 panics and runs to his apartment, and Mai is waiting outside, starving, since she can't buy anything with more people unable to see her. The next day, Futaba shows Sakuta the theory behind 𝐵𝒗's syndrome, called Schrödinger's cat. She puts a cat and poison inside a box before closing it. She asks if the cat is dead or alive and answers that it's neither unless you open the box and observe the cat, meaning you only know something exists or is happening if you observe it. Some weeks later, Sakuta and 𝐵𝒗 go shopping like a couple. 𝐵𝒗 explains that the carrot she's holding and other things will disappear when she touches them. Sakuta sees his chance to use his failure and asks her to make him disappear by holding his hand. 𝐵𝒗 sees this as an invitation and holds his hand. She teases him for thinking dirty thoughts, but he insists and recounts all the details of his degeneracy. 𝐵𝒗 shows her mature charms and hugs him even tighter. Then Sakuta gets excited to see her apartment, but she refuses to let him enter since she's still upset after Sakuta tried advising her to return to being a celebrity. She tells him he doesn't know why she quit in the first place, but Sakuta reveals he knows, and that 𝐵𝒗 quit being a celebrity to get revenge on her mother. After the old witch forced 𝐵𝒗 to do a swimsuit photo shoot, 𝐵𝒗 slapped her, and this made her remember her past, feeling betrayed by her own mother who practically used her own daughter for money. Sakuta tells her that her bitter feelings should be the reason why she should return to being a celebrity. Then 𝐵𝒗 asks him where he got this information, and Sakuta explains that reporter Fumika told him, who is also interested in adolescent syndrome. 𝐵𝒗 asks if he made a deal with Fumika, and he says yes for the price of one photo of his scary chest. 𝐵𝒗 calls him an idiot since the paparazzi will be at his door terrorizing him and 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆. Then 𝐵𝒗 calls Fumika directly and offers a deal. 𝐵𝒗 tells her not to publish the photo of Sakuta's male chest, and in exchange Fumika will get an exclusive interview with 𝐵𝒗 since she will return and be a celebrity. Later, 𝐵𝒗 admits that what Sakuta said was true and that she really loves acting and wants to continue in the entertainment world. Then they arrive at her apartment, which is next to his, and she invites him out on the weekend, but she shuts down any chance of anything more, saying it's not a date. She tells him not to be late or she'll cancel. Then Sakuta takes a shower and screams with excitement about the date, and 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 enters pretending to be worried when in reality she just wants to spy on her brother. A week later, Sakuta is on his way to the date when he sees a little girl crying in the park. He stops to help her find her stupid mother, but gets kicked by a girl who thinks he's a pervert. Sakuta explains the situation with the small child supporting his statement, and the idiot who kicked him apologizes. She tells Sakuta to kick her back to be even, and Sakuta kicks her cheeks and the police show up. After the police release them, Sakuta runs to find 𝐵𝒗 and she's angry at him for making her wait, but still continues the date. Then 𝐵𝒗 asks why he cares so much about a girl like her, and Sakuta says he refuses to ignore 𝐵𝒗's problems, the same way people refuse to believe in 𝐂𝐨𝒃𝒊𝒆's adolescent syndrome, except for one woman. Sakuta wants to be for 𝐵𝒗 what that woman was for him. Suddenly, 𝐵𝒗 gets irritated hearing it's a woman and leaves the train, abandoning the date. Some years ago, Sakuta met a girl named Choco at a beach, and she was the one who saved him from depression over 𝐂𝐨𝒃𝒊𝒆's wounds. Sakuta enters the same school that Choco attends, but discovers she was never there. Sakuta admits he was in love with Choco, and 𝐵𝒗 gets jealous. Then 𝐵𝒗's mother appears after 𝐵𝒗 contacted her to meet. 𝐵𝒗 walks toward her mother, but she goes to Sakuta instead, since 𝐵𝒗's own mother can't see her daughter. Sakuta tries to tell this useless mother that she has a daughter named 𝐵𝒗, but she doesn't remember. Sakuta starts getting nervous, promising to give her another daughter if she doesn't remember, but 𝐵𝒗 stops him and the mother leaves. Then Sakuta goes around asking people if they remember 𝐵𝒗, but nobody remembers. Sakuta calls Fumika to ask, but gets the same result. This upsets 𝐵𝒗 to see all this and she wants to leave, but Sakuta tells her to continue and find someone who remembers. 𝐵𝒗 isn't convinced, so Sakuta uses his methods telling her that she still has him with her. The two go from train to train trying to find someone who remembers 𝐵𝒗. Then 𝐵𝒗 asks Sakuta if he remembers her, and Sakuta recounts every detail, from her melons to her cheeks, her adorable attitude, and even her social security number. He holds her hand and at first 𝐵𝒗 rejects, but ends up giving in. Later they end up in a hotel and 𝐵𝒗 wants to take a bath. She tells him not to peep, but Sakuta tells 𝐵𝒗 that the sound of water running down her curves is more than enough to drive him crazy. Then, Sakuta calls 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐴 asking about 𝐵𝒗, and 𝐂𝐚𝐴 remembers. This shocks Sakuta, and he calls Futaba, where she says that people at school might be the only place where people remember 𝐵𝒗. Then Sakuta and 𝐵𝒗 go buy some intimate clothing and some protection just in case. Even in the circumstances they're facing, they enjoy this little trip of theirs, just the two of them. Sakuta promises never to forget her, or he'll shove a cactus where the sun doesn't shine. Later that night, both can't sleep, and 𝐵𝒗 suggests they should kiss. Sakuta sees this as an invitation to clap her cheeks, and this ruins his chance to give her the first kiss, Before sleeping, Mai thanks Sakuta for not giving up on her. The next morning, Sakuta wakes up to the vision of beautiful stockings beside him, and he blames her for not getting any sleep. Then they return, and more people can't see Mai. At school, Mai asks if her classmates remember, and Futaba tells Sakuta the bad news that more people don't remember Mai, including Kunimi. Suddenly, the girl from the other day, 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐚𝐭𝐨, passes by, and Sakuta asks her about Mai, but she and her friends just think he's a weirdo. Then Futaba squeezes all her brain capacity to reach the conclusion that people will forget Mai if they sleep. Sakuta realizes that if he had fallen asleep the other night, he would have forgotten Mai too. After school, Sakuta goes to his part-time job, but his mind is elsewhere thinking about Mai and adolescence syndrome. Then he goes to the store and buys energy drinks to avoid sleeping. He opens his diary and writes down everything that happened in case he forgets. The next morning, Sakuta wakes up with a horrible appearance after not sleeping, and this disgusts Mai. They walk to school together, and Mai is still optimistic that maybe today someone will see her. It's the first day of exams, and Sakuta is having difficulties taking them while being sleepy. Then he finds Futaba and realizes she slept and forgot Mai. At night, Sakuta continues not sleeping while trying to find a solution. As the days pass, Sakuta's condition worsens, and Mai notices this. Later, Sakuta buys some energy drinks, and Mai catches him. Mai tells him she'll help him study, but he'll only agree if she wears a bunny costume. Mai encourages Sakuta, saying that if he gets a perfect score, she'll give him a reward. Sakuta asks her to lick his armpit, but she refuses. Then he asks for another date, and she agrees. Then they start studying, and Mai teaches him, using him as an example to study. She points out the difference between security and guarantee in the Japanese alphabet. He starts teasing her during studying, and she hits him with a book. Some hours pass, and Mai talks about her half-sister, not from Alabama, from a different mother who has smaller breasts than hers and no dokas. Suddenly, Sakuta falls asleep, and Mai reveals she put sleeping pills in his drink. Mai thanks him for trying so hard for her and cries as she says goodbye, since she'll be alone now after Sakuta forgets her by morning. The next morning, 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐴 wakes Sakuta up so he won't be late. Sakuta gets up and a bunny costume falls from the bed, and 𝐂𝐨𝐴𝐧𝐭𝐴 thinks it's for her and starts freaking out. Then Sakuta opens his diary, and it says he met a bunny girl named Mai a month ago, and Sakuta has to believe what the diary is saying. Sakuta refuses to believe the diary and goes to school. Kunimi tells Sakuta that he finally seems to have slept well. Suddenly, Sakuta gets scared and feels someone is watching him. At school, Futaba hands Sakuta a letter talking about the concept of proving someone's existence through observation, but neither knows what this means. Futaba explains that she found the letter in her notebook but didn't remember writing it. The letter tells Sakuta that he needs to overcome people's ignorance about someone by creating a reason to make that person exist. Then the test starts, and Sakuta is struggling with the difference between security and guarantee in the Japanese alphabet. Suddenly, he remembers someone teaching him, and his memories of Mai surface, making him cry. He remembers the bunny girl he fell in love with and quickly runs out of the classroom. Then he's determined to break the status quo and people's ignorance regarding the person he loves most. He wants everyone to stop forgetting this older bunny girl he loves, the same person who keeps teasing him, but gets flustered when teased back. Then Sakuta runs to an open field, gathers his courage, and screams that he's in love with Mai. Everyone thinks it's a joke or prank and chooses to ignore his screams. Seeing once isn't enough. Sakuta continues screaming how much he loves Mai repeatedly, saying how much he wants to have children with her and grow old together. People start coming out of the classroom to see this fool screaming, and Mai appears. Mai runs to him while everyone watches and slaps his face for forgetting her. She refuses to forgive him, and Sakuta holds Mai, refusing to let go. Mai steps on his foot, and he feels the pain while getting a bit dirty. Sakuta looks into Mai's eyes and says he doesn't just like her, but loves her very much. Mai asks him to say it again in a month, since she feels carried away by the moment. And Sakuta is willing to say it every day. Then, after getting everyone's attention, Mai screams that the rumor about Sakuta hospitalizing people is a lie. Sakuta is worried the teacher will yell at them, but Mai tells him she'll be there with him. A week later, everything returns to normal, and Sakuta's two friends, Kunimi and Futaba, call Sakuta a Chad and simp for being brave enough to go against the status quo. Weeks later, 𝐂𝐨𝐴𝐧𝐭𝐴 watches the morning news where Japan beats Germany in football. At school, Kunimi mocks Sakuta's ridiculous haircut, and Futaba appears. At lunch, Mai brings food for Sakuta after he teased her about being a terrible cook. They eat together, and Sakuta asks Mai to be his girlfriend. Mai ignores him and tells Sakuta she's tired of hearing him say he loves her. She changes the subject and tells Sakuta she got an acting job with a kissing scene. Sakuta starts getting agitated and tells Mai to refuse, since both her upper and lower lips belong to him. Mai thinks it's fine, since Sakuta already kissed her before, but Sakuta doesn't remember, disappointing Mai. Then Mai asks if he wants another kiss, to which he answers yes, without hesitation. Mai asks him to close his eyes and approaches his face only to play a prank. Then Mai calms down, saying the work kiss isn't hers, it's from another actress. Sakuta feels sad after being tricked and tells her he can stop loving her. Mai starts messing around and Sakuta takes the chance to ask her to be his girlfriend. Mai turns red from ear to ear and agrees to be his girlfriend with an adorable expression making us laugh and feel bad. The next day, the news shows that Japan defeated Germany in football and 𝐂𝐨𝐴 is watching. Sakuta notices something strange, but 𝐂𝐨𝐴 doesn't. Then at school, 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐴 mocks Sakuta's haircut, and 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 appears, leaving Sakuta even more suspicious. But 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐴 tells him this is the first time they've interacted like this. The day passes and Sakuta realizes everything happening is exactly the same as yesterday. At lunch, he eats with Mai again and asks her to be his girlfriend. Mai responds the same way as yesterday. Then Sakuta cuts the scene and goes straight to the ending, teasing Mai first, then asks her to be his girlfriend, to which Mai agrees. Later, Sakuta sees a guy harassing 𝐂𝐨𝐴, wanting to offer her a car warranty, but Sakuta walks away without caring. The next day, it's the same with the day restarting and Sakuta asks 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 for advice. 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 suspects it's adolescence syndrome and introduces the concept of Laplace's demon, where a person can calculate the future by knowing the location of every atom. They suspect someone besides Sakuta is Laplace's demon and keeps restarting the day to change a result they couldn't alter. Then Sakuta is searching for someone who acts differently from the previous day and enters a classroom to find 𝐂𝐨𝐴. Sakuta instantly knows it's her and asks how many times she's lived today. 𝐂𝐨𝐴 is relieved she's not the only one and has no idea what's happening. Sakuta asks if she went through something agonizing recently and says it could be adolescence syndrome. But 𝐂𝐨𝐴 thinks adolescence syndrome is a federal scam to make her take photos of her feet and share them online. Suddenly, 𝐂𝐨𝐴 pulls Sakuta under the desk to hide from someone. They stay quiet while the guy searches for 𝐂𝐨𝐴 and the guy leaves. Then 𝐂𝐨𝐴 explains the guy's name is Misawa, and 𝐂𝐨𝐴's friend, Reina, likes Misawa and wants to have children with him. But Misawa doesn't care about Reina and just wants to date for fun, while 𝐂𝐨𝐴 herself doesn't like him. Sakuta tells 𝐂𝐨𝐴 to reject Misawa, but she refuses because she's afraid others might avoid her. 𝐂𝐨𝐴 speaks very loudly and Misawa enters and sees them on top of each other while crying internally. Then he enters and sees the same thing. Sakuta tries to explain, but Mai walks away saying she'll rip off his fruits. Sakuta isn't worried since the day will repeat. But the next day comes and it doesn't repeat and Sakuta realizes the anime gods tricked him. Then Sakuta and 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 discuss Laplace's demon and conclude it's 𝐂𝐨𝐴. Sakuta realizes 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 is in a bad mood, and she explains she feels like crap for having a crush on 𝐂𝐚𝐴, who already has a girlfriend. 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 alerts Sakuta that if he misunderstood the situation between him and 𝐂𝐨𝐴, then Misawa might do the same, and the day will restart again with Misawa going after 𝐂𝐨𝐴 once more. Later, 𝐂𝐨𝐴 joins Sakuta and 𝐂𝐚𝐴 at his part-time job as a new employee. Then during her shift, 𝐂𝐨𝐴's friends interrogate Sakuta if he's doing exercises with 𝐂𝐨𝐴 as her boyfriend, and Sakuta feels there's a misunderstanding. Later, 𝐂𝐨𝐴 asks Sakuta to pretend to be her lover, which she refuses since he prefers Mai's premium medium breasts over 𝐂𝐨𝐴's non-existent melons. Sakuta tells 𝐂𝐨𝐴 to worry more about adolescence syndrome, but she doesn't care and begs him to pretend to date her for a few months. Sakuta warns about dating him, but she feels he's now a Chad after screaming his love for Mai in front of the whole school. 𝐂𝐨𝐴 is ready to lie to the whole school because she fears people will think she's a loser who can't get a weakling like Sakuta to massage her feet and that her friends will leave her for it, transforming her into a lonely Sigma who will age with 20 cats. She feels that being alone is embarrassing and reminds Sakuta of 𝐂𝐨𝐴. Then Sakuta agrees, and 𝐂𝐨𝐴 wastes no time asking Sakuta out on a date to show her friends she's a professional at tickling a man's cucumber. Later, Sakuta takes a shower and starts hallucinating, imagining clapping 4 cheeks with Mai and 𝐂𝐨𝐴 involved. Then Sakuta sees Mai in a trashy drink commercial, and the real Mai appears at his apartment demanding he explain what happened between him and 𝐂𝐨𝐴. Mai undresses Sakuta until he's in his underwear and he kneels while she sits in a chair. But she says she understands the circumstances, but still suspects he's hiding something. Sakuta tells her that 𝐂𝐨𝐴's situation reminded him of 𝐂𝐨𝐴, and he doesn't want 𝐂𝐨𝐴 to face the same fate. being excluded by her friends and completely alone. Mai calls Koga a fake Sigma and trash, but she lets Sakuta off the hook and gives him a free pass to relieve himself thinking about Koga's thighs, on the condition that Sakuta takes the initiative and shows his loyalty to Mai. Sakuta wants to give her his cucumber, but Mai kicks him to stop his degeneracy. Then he suggests a date, but she rejects the idea since she has work to do. She gives Sakuta a bag with a dress inside, and he thinks it's for his nighttime pumping materials, but Mai explains it's for 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐚𝐭𝐨 to wear with the hope that it motivates her. Sakuta opens the door and 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝐭𝐴 is there listening. He pulls 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝐭𝐴 inside and gives her the dress to try on. Then 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝐭𝐴 wears the dress, thanks Mai, and begs her to be his new sister-in-law. Later, Sakuta thanks Mai for being kind to his sister, but Mai warns him to close Koga's clothes since they belong to Mommy Mai. The next day, Sakuta asks her. Kunimi discovers that Misawa is a total idiot who already has a girlfriend and just uses her for her body. This motivates Sakuta to kiss Koga in front of Misawa to assert his dominance. Then Sakuta meets Koga and compliments how chubby her legs are before the fake date. Koga asks for his phone number, but he doesn't have one since Chads don't need stupid phones to live. Later, Koga is sleepy after spending the whole night talking with her friends, discussing which anime character has the best half-sister. She explains she did this to not be excluded from her friend group, and Sakuta thinks she's an idiot. Then they go to an aquarium, taking a photo together, where Sakuta looks like he's on mushrooms and laughs at how the penguins walk like they need to use the bathroom all the time. Later, Koga opens up about her past, where she looked like the Metamorphosis girl. Koga transferred to Tokyo and started dressing up to ensure she fit in, and despite liking the new version of herself, she still feels like she's pretending to be someone else. Sakuta uses his Yai reason and assures Koga that her true self is whoever she invents herself to be, and that she should embrace the new her. Suddenly, they see a girl looking lost at the beach and help her. The girl Yonayama lost her phone strap and Koga wants to help her look for it, but Yonayama refuses since Koga is from a different friend group. They tell this stupid girl who looks like Harry Potter to shut up and go look for her phone strap. Sakuta uses his Sharingan and finds it, and Koga rushes to grab it, getting wet in the process. The next day, Koga catches a cold and Sakuta visits her. Sakuta gives her some food and teases her with his impeccable cooking. Koga asks why he's willing to fulfill her cheesy request, and he says it's because Koga has thick thighs that save lives. He advises her to rest at home, but Koga refuses since she feels the pressure of not being present among her friend group and worries about how they'll perceive her. Sakuta preaches like a Sigma and says that being truly loved by one person is more than enough. Some days later, Koga gives Sakuta peaches as a gift, and Sakuta imagines they are her sweet peaches that he'll devour tonight. Later, Koga asks Sakuta what happened with Mai, and Sakuta reveals they would have dated and made babies if it weren't for Koga's time loop. Koga asks if Mai told him she loved him, and Sakuta realizes she didn't. At night, Mai calls to hear Sakuta's voice, and Sakuta is happy since now he can imagine Mai's adorable happy sounds to spice up his nighttime session. Mai asks him about his new lover, Koga, and she gets jealous imagining another girl teasing him. They talk about jobs, and Sakuta reveals he wants to be Santa Claus who works once a year and breaks into houses to drink their milk. The next day, Kunimi visits Futaba, making her blush and stutter. Sakuta enters, sees the situation, and leaves, making Futaba panic. She starts worrying with fear that Kunimi will find out, but Sakuta isn't worried since Kunimi is denser than a rock. Then they discuss why the days aren't restarting anymore, and conclude it's because Koga is now satisfied with her current life condition. But Koga herself doesn't realize this. Then Kamisato confronts Sakuta again, telling him to stay away from her baby's father, Kunimi. But she's more jealous of Futaba, with her cute glasses and 2 huge melons. Sakuta tells Kamisato to calm down and eat a Snickers since she looks malnourished, and this irritates her. The next day, Sakuta tells Kunimi what happened, and he promises to resolve it. Kunimi then asks Sakuta if his relationship with Koga is real, and Sakuta confirms. Kunimi reveals that Misawa spread rumors that Koga spreads her legs for all the guys at school, and this irritates Sakuta. Later, he asks her to share some of her plot armor from her 2 huge badonka donks to give him a chance against the piece of trash Misawa. At night, Mai left him a message saying she missed him smelling her armpit with weird smell. Sakuta wants to call her back, but stops out of guilt. The next day, Koga is walking alone behind her friends, and Sakuta finds her sitting alone, being an outcast after the rumors about her spread. Misawa and his ugly friends appear talking nonsense, but Sakuta calls him insecure for having nothing underneath. Misawa punches Sakuta, but Sakuta gets up and prepares to fight. Sakuta starts floating like Ali in his prime and kicks Misawa's dirty shin, making him his little puppy. Sakuta kicks his face and tells him to wash his ugly face since it got dirty from Sakuta's shoe. Everyone watches Sakuta's great moment, and Sakuta tells Misawa to shut up next time, or he'll cut out his tongue before taking Koga's hand and fleeing the crime scene. After the great escape, Koga breaks down, seeing Sakuta defend her as if she were his real girlfriend. Sakuta just wants to fulfill his promise, treating her as if she were his girlfriend. Koga receives a message from Reina saying she now despises Misawa. Then Koga starts stuttering and reveals she's a virgin, but Sakuta starts laughing since he never believed the stupid rumors about her. Koga stops halfway and asks Sakuta how she can repay his actions, and he just wants her to be his friend after everything ends. Koga freezes, and she falls even more in love with him. The next day, Sakuta finds Misawa at the train station, but he ignores the Mr. Poop Face and enters the train where other students gossip about him. At school, Koga and her friends see Sakuta, smile at him and laugh before leaving. Sakuta realizes he's too involved and people won't believe if he suddenly breaks up with Koga. The next day, Mai is helping Sakuta study, but he has no motivation to study since his dream now is to become Mai's sugar baby. Mai uses her intimidating aura and seduces Sakuta, revealing she wants to go to college. Mai has the same goal, wanting to enter an Ivy League school, and she wants Sakuta to join her at the same university. But Sakuta feels less motivated since his grades are terrible. Suddenly, Mai wears her bunny costume and Sakuta gets motivated in various ways, wanting to ace his test and give her the D at the same time. He asks why she's being nicer today, and Mai reveals she got excited when she saw Sakuta eat Misawa's crunchy shin and defend Koga. Suddenly, Sakuta tells her he wants to lick her toes, and Mai pinches his cheek, saying she just got a pedicure. The next day, Sakuta goes out on a date with Koga, trying on swimsuits for girls with big breasts, but Sakuta tells Koga she doesn't have the physique for it. Koga asks Sakuta about his relationship with Mai and supports them, but Sakuta tells Koga she's the reason he lost the chance to do his lover. Then they discuss how to break up in the future to end the fake relationship. And Koga creates a scenario where she'll break up with Sakuta after discovering he still hasn't gotten over Mai's tickling technique, making a believable scenario for people to believe. Days later, Sakuta starts the day with 𝐂𝐨𝐴 waking up and people asking about his summer vacation plans. He says he wants to eat, sleep, clap cheeks, repeat. Then the date arrives, and Sakuta is excited to have his last date with Koga and end the fake relationship. At the beach, Koga arrives for the date at the beach, and Sakuta can't wait to see her flat features in a swimsuit. They start a date, and Sakuta gets straight to work, transforming into Mr. Riceler and calling Koga cute, which makes her start getting excited with her small rice balls. They eat grilled corn, play in the water, make sand castles, and eat shaved ice, giving Koga the date of her life. Later, Koga thanks Sakuta for everything and says goodbye, putting an end to their short but sweet fake relationship. They separate, and Koga wishes Sakuta the best in his quest to touch Mai's jungle. The next day, Sakuta starts the day with 𝐂𝐨𝐴 waking him up, and he realizes the day restarted. He goes to Koga to ask if the day also repeated for her, but Koga says it didn't happen to her, leaving Sakuta confused. Then Sakuta goes to Futaba to ask for advice, and she informs his tiny brain about what happened. Futaba concludes that Koga lied to him because she wants to continue her relationship with Sakuta to the point where he'll fall completely in love with her. Later, Sakuta goes on the same date with Koga again, eating corn, playing with water, making sand castles, and eating shaved ice before ending the date again. The next day comes, and it's the same thing with corn, water, castle, and shaved ice. On the fourth restart, Sakuta completely realizes Koga is lying and approaches the day differently, taking her away from the beach and going to a different city. They go sightseeing, eat snacks, and pray at a temple. Sakuta makes a fake love wish and scares Koga, saying that lying to the gods will shrink her melons even more. She writes her name on the wish, and Sakuta hangs it up for the gods, making Koga panic about her already tiny chest. Koga asks him to go to the beach, but Sakuta refuses and demands Koga stop lying. Koga tries to play dumb, but Sakuta exposes her lies and says his feelings for Mai's smooth legs will always be superior to Koga's thick legs, even if Koga restarts 1 million times. Suddenly it starts raining, and Koga confesses how much she believed she could change Sakuta's feelings, repeating their date. She tries to forget her feelings for him by restarting multiple times, as Koga thought at first. She wanted to be a true friend who supports Sakuta's relationship with another girl. Suddenly she starts crying since she can't understand why, with every restart, her feelings for him grow instead of die. It hurts thinking that she's a nuisance to Sakuta and that his relationship with Mai. Koga knows Sakuta loves Mai and not her. Koga blames 𝒂𝐿𝐴 for having perfect charm and being the man every girl would want to have. 𝒂𝐿𝐴 tells Koga to stop lying and reveal what she truly feels. This shakes Koga's soul and she reveals the truth, screaming that she loves him and putting an end to her life. The next day, Japan is kicking Germany's butt again, and 𝒂𝐿𝐴 realizes Koga restarted everything. At school, 𝒂𝐿𝐴 asks Mai to be his girlfriend. Mai responds coldly, but 𒂂𝐿𝐴 isn't surprised and follows what he did before, breaking up with Misawa and agreeing to be the mother of his baby. Suddenly, 𒂂𝐿𝐴 goes off script asking Mai what she feels for him. Mai goes beyond and kisses 𒂂𝐿𝐴 on the cheek, proving she loves him. After achieving the great victory, 𒂂𝐿𝐴 sees Koga with Misawa. But this time, Koga has the courage to reject Misawa's feelings, since she loves a certain idiot. Later, 𒂂𝐿𝐴 asks Koga who the idiot in question is, and she says it's him and that he needs to take responsibility for making her friends hate her in the future. 𒂂𝐿𝐴 tells her not to worry, since he'll be her friend, and this pleases Koga. Then everything happens the same way as before, with a great difference that Koga isn't his fake girlfriend, but rather a true friend. While with Futaba, 𒂂𝐿𝐴 notices Koga going home alone, but then she makes new friends who will appreciate her for who she is. Futaba has a theory that 𒂂𝐿𝐴 and Koga were connected when their atoms collided with each other. 𒂂𝐿𝐴 tells Futaba about him kicking Koga in the cheeks, and Futaba demands 𒂂𝐿𝐴 show her soft cheeks so she can experience them. Later, 𒂂𝐿𝐴 goes home with Mai after a long time, officially as a couple, and they pass by a mysterious girl who's sheltering a cat from the rain. 𒂂𝐿𝐴 goes down with the cat and realizes the mysterious girl is Choco. The encounter makes 𒂂𝐿𝐴 dream about when they first met at the beach. 𒂂𝐿𝐴 kept trying to push Choco away and her attempts to cheer him up, but Choco refused to give up and introduced herself to him. Then 𒂂𝐿𝐴 wakes up with 𝐂𝐨𝐴 beside him and he tells her to stop, or he'll punch her in the face. Some weeks have passed since he met Choco, but he realized this Choco is a different version of Choco, one who didn't recognize 𒂂𝐿𝐴. Shoko appears at the apartment to visit the newly adopted cats, and 𝐂𝐨𝐴 starts getting jealous thinking 𒂂𝐿𝐴 replaced her with a new little sister who loves Alabama. 𝐂𝐈𝐴 demands 𒂂𝐿𝐴 explain what Choco is to him, but he doesn't know. He asks Choco if she has an older sister with the hope that the Choco he once loved exists, but she says no. Meanwhile, Futaba is selling photos of her body online when 𒂂𝐿𝐴 calls her to meet. 𒂂𝐿𝐴 is surprised to see Futaba without glasses, looking like a true snack that every man would love to taste. 𒂂𝐿𝐴 explains about the second Choco, and Futaba thinks he's out of his mind and hallucinating. Futaba thinks there's nothing to worry about since it's not causing any harm, and 𒂂𝐿𝐴 agrees. They pass by a fireworks festival poster and talk about going there with Kunimi. 𒂂𝐿𝐴 suggests Futaba go without underwear to make Kunimi start barking while 𒂂𝐿𝐴 watches from the bushes with his pants down, but she gets disgusted and leaves. Later, 𒂂𝐿𝐴 finds Kunimi at work and starts mocking his girlfriend. But Kunimi can't retaliate since 𒂂𝐿𝐴 is dating perfection, which is Mai. Koga enters wearing a yukata and 𒂂𝐿𝐴 compliments her for looking cute, despite having a body as flat as a cardboard box, which irritates Koga. Then Mai appears at his work, surprising her, and 𒂂𝐿𝐴 teases her for not being able to go a day without his charm. Mai apologizes for being a bad girlfriend who works all the time like a single mother, but 𒂂𝐿𝐴 forgives her with the condition of something in return. Then they walk home together, and Mai asks about the new Choco, worried she'll steal her man. They see Futaba entering a suspicious internet cafe and follow her. They go look for her, and 𝒂𝐿𝐴 calls her phone trying to figure out where she is. But then, Futaba appears without a phone in her hand and runs away after being found. 𒂂𝐿𝐴 catches up to her, and Futaba tells them that adolescence syndrome did it again, but this time it duplicated Futaba, making it so there are two of her in the world. Futaba explains she was at the internet cafe because the other Futaba started living at her house. 𒂂𝐿𝐴 asks Mai if Futaba can stay at his house, and Mai rejects the idea for fear that 𒂂𝐿𝐴 will cheat and get with Futaba and her two love pillows. Then Mai suggests that she also stay with them. Later, 𝐂𝐈𝐴 starts suspecting her brother is a pimp for having so many girls around him. 𒂂𝐿𝐴 introduces the two girls to 𝐂𝐈𝐴, and she offers for her brother to sleep with her tonight, but he refuses to not make taboo babies. Later, Futaba takes a bath, and 𒂂𝐿𝐴 refuses to leave her alone with her two floaties while asking questions. Futaba is shocked that her giant brain doesn't have an answer for this situation, and she gets scared imagining that the other Futaba will lose her innocence to Kunimi instead of her. They discuss the possibility of there being two Futabas and conclude it should be impossible, where both Futabas never meet, and 𒂂𝐿𝐴 never saw both in the same room. Later that night, 𒂂𝐿𝐴 sleeps outside and Mai comes to lie beside him. Mai starts whispering sweet words in his ears, giving him the special ASMR nurse treatment. But Sakuta remains worried about Futaba, which ruins the mood. Mai wants to go on a date with him, but she knows Sakuta would rather investigate the other Futaba than play hide-and-seek. Then Mai plays with the idea that Sakuta can kiss her as a reward, but he wonders which lips to kiss. Sakuta understands the mood and goes for it. And Mai is ready to play tongue twister with her man, but the two bump heads, which ruins the mood and interrupts the kiss. Mai assures him there will be more chances in the future and tells Sakuta not to ruin everything. The next morning, everyone enjoys Mai's food, and Sakuta wishes she becomes his wife in the future. The doorbell rings, and it's Choco coming to visit the cats. Choco enters and realizes how much of a ladies' man Sakuta is, with all the girls wanting to sit on his lap. At school, Sakuta goes to look for the other Futaba, but she's not in the lab. Sakuta finds Futaba getting emotional internally seeing Kunimi playing like Michael Jordan in 1993 against other NPCs. Sakuta asks what she likes about Kunimi, and she tells the story of when Kunimi gave her chocolate bread when she was starving, and that won her over. Futaba explains it wasn't the bread that won her over, but the moment when Kunimi gave it to her, since she was going through a difficult phase in life. Then Sakuta tells Futaba about the other Futaba living at his house. Unlike the nerd Futaba, who doesn't know why this is happening, the plot armor Futaba knows, but refuses to reveal. Meanwhile, the nerd Futaba is teaching math to Kaede and Choco. When Mai receives a call from her agent, Mai reveals she's at her boyfriend's house and the agent starts freaking out. Then Sakuta talks with Kunimi, who is worried about Futaba's well-being, making Sakuta think there's a chance for their relationship to happen. Later, Sakuta calls his house and Mai answers, making Sakuta's soul tremble hearing her voice sounding like his future wife. Mai asks him to come home to talk about something important, but their call is interrupted by Kamisato, who always seems constipated. She asks Sakuta if he's friends with Futaba and reveals Futaba's dark secret, taking inappropriate photos of herself and posting them online like a thirsty ex-wife who just got divorced looking for a partner. Sakuta goes home and finds Futaba preparing curry. Later, Futaba takes a bath, and Sakuta bothers her with more questions while imagining how her breasts float in the water. Sakuta talks to her about the lewd photo account, and this gives Futaba an idea of why there are two of her. She reveals she created the account just to interact normally, but turned it into a place where she could receive attention. Futaba confesses she frequently notices guys licking her body with their eyes, making her feel disgusted with her own body. But posting her photos online gave her both the attention and approval she desired as well as a sense of guilt, resulting in a contradiction. She suspects the contradiction between guilt and pleasure is what caused the existence of two Futabas. Futaba asks Sakuta to help her and make the other Futaba stop posting and displaying her breasts for the world to see. Then Sakuta asks Mai about what she wants to talk about, and Sakuta starts getting agitated when he discovers Mai isn't allowed to date or see her boyfriend because of her agency. After calming down, both agree to fight for the relationship and to take a small break from seeing each other for a while for the sake of Mai's career in show business. The next day, Sakuta tells Futaba he knows about her photos and compliments her melons. Sakuta tells her he's there to spend time with her since Mai can't be with him. This gives Futaba chills. Futaba reveals her other photos and explains it's her form of hatred toward her own disgusting body involving her two huge melons and her peaches. Futaba tells him to choose between her and the nerd Futaba. Days later, Sakuta tells Futaba he can't decide. Suddenly, Kunimi appears asking for a fan and Sakuta plays matchmaker, telling Futaba to help him. A week later, Sakuta is still bothering the mischievous Futaba until she stops posting lewd photos online. Futaba receives a message and freezes when the sender recognizes her uniform, asking to meet her while threatening with blackmail. Sakuta grabs her phone and threatens to call the police. This scares Futaba so much that she begs Sakuta to delete her account. Later, Sakuta accompanies Futaba home, and she asks Sakuta to accompany her tonight. In case the stalker appears, Sakuta warns that he'll smell her dirty clothes, but Futaba threatens to report him to Mai. Later, Futaba starts getting paranoid, calling for Sakuta every second while taking a bath. Then, Futaba confesses she always felt alone in life, with both parents working and her constantly alone. Everything changed when she met Sakuta and Kunimi at school. She remembers their first meeting telling Sakuta he's a true Chad for still going to school despite everyone avoiding him because of the hospital case. Despite his teasing, Sakuta finds Futaba interesting and they become friends since then. Futaba is afraid of losing her friends after both Sakuta and Kunimi got their own baby mamas. But Sakuta tells Futaba she thinks too little of them. He calls 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐴 and tells him to meet to prove to Futaba that she has great friends. Then 𝐂𝐚𝐴 appears worried that Sakuta did something to Futaba. And Futaba watches in wonder, falling in love with 𝐂𝐚𝐴 again. She starts crying, seeing that she's not alone in having great friends like Sakuta and 𝐂𝐚𝐴. After calming down, Sakuta shows them some fireworks so they can spend time together, as if they had their own fireworks festival. Then they go to the beach and light the fireworks. They start laughing together, enjoying their youth and showing the true power of friendship that can pull Futaba out of her crisis. Futaba asks 𝐂𝐚𝐴 why he didn't ask about what's happening, but he feels he doesn't need to after seeing her cry, since not everything needs an explanation for someone to understand. Futaba gives in to 𝐂𝐚𝐴's teasing, and 𝐂𝐚𝐴 intensifies his charm by asking to spend more time with him, watching the next fireworks festival. The next morning, 𝐂𝐚𝐴 goes home, and the plot armor Futaba tells Sakuta to take care of the nerd Futaba, since she needs him more than the plot armor Futaba. Sakuta goes home and tells the nerd Futaba that the account was deleted, but she sees her wallpaper of the dirty Futaba going out with 𝐂𝐚𝐴 and Sakuta. The next day, Sakuta wakes up with cats on his face and discovers from 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐚𝐭𝐨 that Futaba left, making Sakuta enter dad mode. He tries to call her, but she left her phone behind, so Sakuta goes looking for her in the rain. He goes to her house, but the mischievous Futaba reveals she isn't there, nor did they become one person. Futaba has an idea of where she could be, and it ends up being the school. Sakuta enters all wet with Futaba there, and asks if she wants to see the fireworks with him and 𝐂𝐚𝐴. She refuses, since she feels she'll disappear with the other Futaba, being the one who stays and becomes the true Futaba. Futaba starts crying, remembering the photo, feeling that the other Futaba is the better person and friend to the boys. Sakuta calls her an idiot, since her glasses give her more bed points than the other Futaba, and tells her to meet him at the station. Suddenly, Sakuta passes out and wakes up in the hospital with Mai by his side. He starts playing, wanting her to be a doctor and examine him below the waist. Then, Sakuta finds Futaba and tells her to stop thinking she doesn't matter in other people's lives, since her existence is important to those around her. She thirsts for Sakuta's blood and agrees to join him and 𝐂𝐚𝐴 to watch the fireworks together. Sakuta tells Futaba to tell this to someone more important, and Futaba calls her other self, saying she wants to see the fireworks. Suddenly, Futaba disappears from existence, and Sakuta grabs the phone, and Futaba becomes one person again. After, the trio appears at the fireworks show, and they start teasing Futaba for looking like a villain wearing glasses. They watch the fireworks together, and Futaba tells 𝐂𝐚𝐴 about her feelings. But she doesn't ask for an answer, since she knows she has no chance. With tears in her eyes, Futaba smiles while watching the fireworks, knowing she has her friends by her side. Weeks later, Sakuta is getting depressed, missing Mai's touch, while his fireworks need to explode. But Mai assures him they'll have more time together at the beginning of the school year. Sakuta starts looking for Mai, but she's nowhere at school. Then Sakuta finds Mai outside her apartment, but Mai doesn't recognize him and starts accusing Sakuta of being her sister's one-night stand who can't move on. Suddenly, a blonde shrimp appears and tells Sakuta that she is Mai, while her sister Nodoka is in her body. She explains that she swapped bodies with Nodoka, and it hurts Sakuta to see his precious Mai shrinking her breast size because of adolescence syndrome. Then they discuss inside Mai's apartment, and Nodoka starts panicking, believing it's a dream, but Mai tells her to hold on and stop complaining. Sakuta realizes she's an idol, besides being Mai's annoying little sister. Mai explains that Nodoka came to her apartment not wanting to return home, and their bodies swapped places in the morning. Neither has any idea why this happened, and while Nodoka is going crazy with what's happening, Mai and Sakuta are cold as ice dealing with the matter. Mai decides to start living as Nodoka, and Nodoka as Mai, until they find a way to return to normal. The two start exchanging their schedules and discussing how to live normally with each other, and Sakuta gets the task of helping Nodoka live as Mai. The next morning, Sakuta wakes up with a ball of cat fur in his mouth, and 𝐂𝐨𝐴𝐴 enters wishing to be the fur. Then they walk to school, and Nodoka worries that Mai's friends will perceive her as an imposter. But Sakuta tells Nodoka that her sister is a loser who has no friends. Nodoka tells Mai that she's the same friendless loser that she is, making it easier for them to pretend to be each other. Then Mai secretly tells Sakuta that she feels she's the cause of all this. Mai adds that she was turned into a celebrity by her mother to irritate her ex-husband and his new wife, Nodoka's mother. Then Nodoka's mother did the same, making Nodoka an idol to compete with Mai. Later, Sakuta is worried that Nodoka can't ride the train like an adult, but Nodoka assures Sakuta that she's not a spoiled girl who never rode a train before. Then Nodoka follows the instructions of how to be Mai and impresses Sakuta with how similar she is to Mai. After Sakuta meets with Futaba, who has a theory that all adolescent syndromes are caused by an unstable mental state. Sakuta states that Nodoka's problem is that she feels inferior to Mai, and he doesn't know how to resolve this. Later, Sakuta and Nodoka go play at the beach, and Sakuta looks at her legs, wishing he could die an honorable death with those legs squeezing him until dry, while Nodoka is confused how this degenerate monkey manages to conquer her sister. After, Sakuta starts teasing and criticizing Nodoka for being a dishonest rat, who ran away from home because she has problems with Mai and refuses to be honest, like a spoiled child. Nodoka tries to respond, but Sakuta shuts her up, saying Mai already knows the truth. Later, Nodoka asks to stay at Sakuta's house, and while she has difficulty explaining to Mai, she does her best and tells Mai that she hates her because she was always compared to her, and every time her achievement fell below Mai's, her mother discouraged her even more. Nodoka adds that during Mai's break from the show world, Nodoka's career rose, and now Nodoka is frustrated seeing Mai returning to showbiz and dominating like it was nothing, while she has to fight to get jobs and movie roles. Then Mai reveals that she also hates Nodoka, but mainly blames their womanizing father who can't keep his zipper closed and makes two sisters from two different mothers who are raised to compete with each other. After Mai stays at Sakuta's house, Kaede is suspicious of how her foolish and simple brother keeps bringing new girls home. Sakuta takes a long shower and Mai asks why he took so long. He says he was playing around with how long his submarine can float while thinking about Mai, and this scares her. Mai notices his scar and Sakuta begs her to touch it so he can feel the sensation and make male happiness noises. But Mai refuses for fear of staining her sister's body. For weeks, the two sisters live each other's lives, working, practicing, and giving interviews as if it were their own life from the beginning. During Choco's visit, Sakuta asks again if she has a sister, but Choco says she doesn't. The next day, Nodoka takes photos of herself as Mai and smiles like a degenerate to prepare for the photo shoot. Then Sakuta goes to work and finds Koga, who gets bothered when he talks about how Mai's twin pillows are soft. Hours later, Mai's and Nodoka's body comes to visit and vents about how Nodoka's mother is a controlling hag. Sakuta informs Mai about Nodoka's progress, but Mai doesn't need this since she thinks Nodoka is a big and capable girl by herself. Days later, Sakuta passes by a film set and Nodoka is there as Mai, acting intensely. She has difficulty acting and, after feeling the pressure, has a panic attack and passes out on set while Sakuta witnesses everything. Then Sakuta enters and informs Mai about what happened on set, where Nodoka doesn't have the same talent as Mai, not being able to handle the pressure. At school, Kunimi notices Sakuta's downcast expression, and Sakuta asks him what it's like having an older sister who's better than him. Kunimi doesn't have the answer for this, but he calls Kamisato, who has an older sister. Sakuta asks Kamisato the same question, and she reveals that having a brilliant older sister and being compared to her all the time is like having a stick shoved where the sun doesn't shine, and there's no pleasure in it. Later, Mai gives Sakuta an extra key to her apartment and tells Sakuta it's not an invitation for a nighttime cardio session, but she needs Sakuta to talk with her sister. Before Sakuta leaves, Mai tells him not to open the cabinets in the Japanese-style room. Then Sakuta enters the apartment and tells Nodoka that despite passing out, she did a good job, which makes Nodoka smile brightly. Sakuta tells her she should have smiled like that, instead of her fake smile imitating Mai. Sakuta looks around the room, sees the mess, and realizes why he's there in the first place as Mai's personal slave. While Nodoka takes a bath, Sakuta opens the forbidden cabinet that Mai told him to avoid, hoping it's her secret stash of Sharknado DVDs. Instead, he finds a box, and what's inside irritates Sakuta, since it's not what he expected. Then Sakuta goes home and tells Mai she should reconcile with Nodoka. But his answer irritates Mai, and she goes to sleep without giving him any affection. Sometime later, Sakuta watches a horror movie with Nodoka, and Nodoka starts screaming in fear. Sakuta tells her to watch other movies with Mai to really learn how to be like Mai. Sakuta wants to go home, but Nodoka stops him, asking him to stay while she takes a bath. But Sakuta refuses because she didn't invite him to take a bath with her. Later, 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐚𝐭𝐨 greets Sakuta at home while on the floor like an earthworm hiding something from him. 𝐂𝐨𝐨 is reversing her school uniform with the motivation of returning to school, and Sakuta watches his little sister with pride, seeing how brave she is despite her trauma. Mai arrives home and gives Sakuta and Nodoka a ticket to her idol's show. Days later, Nodoka returns to the film set, and this time it's a piece of cake for her. Sakuta takes Nodoka to the beach and compliments her work, but Nodoka rejects the compliment since she still feels inferior to her sister. Nodoka receives a call from Mai and hands the phone to Sakuta. Mai tells Sakuta she received a voicemail from her father saying he wants to meet him. Then Sakuta gives Nodoka the ticket to Mai's next show. And this reminds Nodoka of when she met Mai, feeling all excited and seeing how amazing Mai is. Nodoka accepts that she can't be like Mai and is now motivated to make her own name as a pop idol. She wants to be the lead singer of the group with the hope that her mother will be proud of her. Later, Nodoka asks Sakuta if he holds any resentment toward the family for making him the main caregiver of 𝐂𝐨𝐴, leaving him alone. But Sakuta says no because he understands their situation. Then, inside Mai's body, Nodoka sees her mother, and the old hag starts interrogating her, asking where Nodoka is. And here, Nodoka sees how protective her mother is with her. Days later, Sakuta meets his father, and there's an awkward atmosphere between them. Sakuta tells his father how 𝐂𝐨𝐴 is slowly improving and has the desire to return to school, which pleases the father. Sakuta asks him what it's like being a father, but he says to have patience and reveals an embarrassing past where he once fell asleep while changing Sakuta's dirty diapers. Weeks later, Sakuta and Nodoka go to Mai's idol show. The idols start performing, giving Blackpink a run for their money, while Nodoka watches attentively. During the break, the idols start joking about how they're all performing without underwear, while sweat drips down their sweet idol cheeks. Then, they perform a second song titled Baby, which is infinitely better than any cringe music Justin Bieber was releasing. Nodoka watches their performance and is impressed by Mai's performance. Then, the idol group announces that Nodoka will have the chance to release her first single album, and while everyone is happy, Nodoka is upset. Later, Nodoka sees her own mother congratulating Mai inside her body, saying how proud she is. And this makes Nodoka feel even worse, seeing how her own mother prefers Mai over her. Then, Nodoka asks to go to the beach and starts running toward the sea, trying to drown herself. Sakuta stops her, and she starts getting agitated, feeling she's not needed in this world. Sakuta tells her that Mai will be sad to know her sister was taken by the sea, but Nodoka refuses to believe him since she thinks Mai hates her. Then Sakuta shows proof. Sakuta takes Nodoka back to the apartment and opens the box in the cabinet. Inside are all the letters that Nodoka wrote to Mai, and it's the proof that Mai loves her. Nodoka reveals she wrote these letters when she was a baby, during a period when she didn't understand the concept of having different mothers. She thought she was just being a nuisance to Mai with her letters when she realized she wasn't her true sister. Suddenly, Sakuta calls Mai and she appears after hearing everything. Mai tells her side of the story of how Nodoka's letters gave her courage and motivation to continue striving at work, despite it being difficult and tiring. Nodoka starts crying, and Mai thanks her for being a great little sister. Nodoka starts screaming, asking why Mai can be better than her at being herself. And this irritates Mai to the point of slapping Sakuta as a way to vent her anger. Mai tells him that Nodoka's face needs to remain perfect for the sake of all the male fans watching. Then Mai reveals the truth about Nodoka's mother, how despite her cold posture, she was trembling with fear, worried if Nodoka was happy in her life or not. Nodoka gets even more irritated, screaming that all she wants is for her mother to smile and truly love her. Mai hugs her and Nodoka starts crying like a spoiled child, apologizing to her mother. Nodoka accepts the truth that she doesn't need to be like Mai, and suddenly they swap back, looking like a strange version of Freaky Friday. They start celebrating, and Sakuta is happy that his baby's mother returned to normal. The next day, Futaba and Sakuta conclude that the reason they swapped was because Nodoka wanted to be like Mai. But at the same time, Mai was also a bit jealous of Nodoka for having a mother who deep down cared. Later, Sakuta goes to Mai's apartment, ready to have fun with her. But his plans are ruined since Nodoka will also start living there. Nodoka thanks him for saving her from drowning and tells Sakuta that she now understands why Mai puts up with his ways. Mai comes out with the bad news that his relationship went viral. Then it's the biggest scandal of the century since the O.J. Simpson trial, and the media starts asking Mai about her boyfriend. Mai apologizes for the controversy affecting her movie, but she starts praising Sakuta and how he was the reason she returned to showbiz. Mai puts the media in their place, telling them to leave her husband out of the media's eyes, and this inspires Kamisato to improve herself. A month later, everything returns to normal, and Mai is happy that their relationship isn't in danger. Sakuta starts praising Mai from head to toe, from side to side, about how amazing she is as a girlfriend, and how he's the luckiest man on the planet. Sakuta asks Mai if she feels the same, and Mai tells him she loves him more than he imagines. They go their separate ways, and Sakuta finds a letter from Choco asking to meet. He knows it was the true Choco who sent him the letter, the Choco he fell in love with. Then Sakuta shows the letter to Futaba and asks how he should handle the situation. Futaba tells him to inform Mai first, but Sakuta doesn't know how. He feels that if Mai were in his place, she would feel betrayed if Mai were meeting her childhood crush. Suddenly, Futaba reveals that she's been telling everything to Mai by text, and Mai appears to reprimand Sakuta. Mai asks him to return by 6 o'clock after meeting Choco, and Sakuta is confused why she isn't jealous. Mai explains that she's also curious about the two Chocos and how she was the person who saved her boyfriend. Seeing how amazing Mai is, Sakuta gets up, runs to the window, and screams how much he loves Mai while embarrassing her. Then he goes to kiss her, but she rejects him and tells him to go kiss the grass. Then one of 𝐂𝐨𝐴's old friends, Kano, asks Sakuta to talk in private. Sakuta asks Mai to meet Choco while he talks with Kano. Then Kano vents about how she feels guilty for not being able to stop 𝐂𝐨𝐴's bullying and informs Sakuta that after 𝐂𝐨𝐴 stopped going to school, the bullies got what they deserved, being bullied themselves. Kano still feels guilty and asks if she can meet with 𝐂𝐨𝐴 to see how she is, but Sakuta rejects the idea, worried this will make things worse. At the beach, Choco doesn't appear, and Sakuta decides to go home with Mai, but not before leaving a message in the sand for Choco, saying he now has better cheeks to clap. At home, with much excitement, 𝐂𝐨𝐴 shows Sakuta her goals for the year with the motivation to improve. Sakuta reads them, and most of them are 𝐂𝐨𝐴 wanting to be Sakuta's new taboo mommy, but one of them is that she wants to go to school. Feeling moved, Sakuta encourages 𝐂𝐨𝐴 to start slowly before going to school and suggests seeing pandas, which makes her even more excited. At dinner, Mai made a dish worthy of Gordon Ramsay, and 𝐂𝐨𝐴 is determined to learn to cook like her. Suddenly, Choco calls them and Sakuta goes to answer. It turns out it's the younger Choco, and Sakuta asks if she sent a letter asking to meet, and Choco says no. Then 𝐂𝐨𝐴 asks Sakuta if she can answer the next call from Choco to fulfill one of her year goals. Mai is impressed to see 𝐂𝐨𝐴's determination to improve and suggests practicing by answering calls from her. Then Mai calls and the ringtone scares 𝐂𝐨𝐴, but she gathers courage and answers the call. Mai congratulates her for now having the courage to answer calls, but 𝐂𝐨𝐴 passes out and gets a fever. Even in her condition, 𝐂𝐨𝐧 smiles her precious smile and tells them she can't wait to go out and see the pandas. Later, 𝐂𝐨𝐧 checks on 𝐂𝐨𝐧 sleeping and sees she has a bruise on her neck out of nowhere. In a dream, 𝐂𝐨𝐧 gives 𝐂𝐶𝐾𝐨 some encouragement to become a kinder person, and 𝐂𝐶𝐾𝐨 wakes up from this dream with tears in his eyes and semen. Days later, 𝐂𝐨𝐧 asks 𝐂𝐶𝐾𝐨 if he's okay, and 𝐂𝐶𝐾𝐨 tries to justify his concern, but 𝐂𝐶𝐾𝐨 knows he's lying. She asks him to help her lift a beer keg, and 𝐂𝐨𝐧 says a cheesy line that catches 𝐂𝐶𝐾𝐨 by surprise. She explains that she says this every time to others, and now she's embarrassed, knowing she's being sung like an old woman. Upon arriving home, 𝐂𝐾𝐨 sees 𝐂𝐨𝐧 answering a call from Mai. 𝐂𝐾𝐨 thanks Mai for taking care of his sister, and Mai tells 𝐂𝐾𝐨 that her sister has a new announcement. Then 𝐂𝐨𝐧 shows 𝐂𝐾𝐨 her step-by-step plan to prepare to go out. After getting her clothes, 𝐂𝐨𝐧 shows 𝐂𝐾𝐨 and asks to go out. 𝐂𝐾𝐨 helps 𝐂𝐨𝐧 step by step, from choosing shoes to using his back as a shield for 𝐂𝐨𝐧. 𝐂𝐾𝐨 encourages her to be brave using his brotherly reason and says it's okay to give up. 𝐂𝐨𝐧's voice starts trembling and she refuses to give up for fear that everything will stay like this forever, where she can't move forward. Then 𝐂𝐾𝐨 opens the door, but 𝐂𝐨𝐧 refuses to open her eyes. 𝐂𝐾𝐨 takes another step outside, and 𝐂𝐨𝐧 starts panicking, asking 𝐂𝐾𝐨 to stop. But 𝐂𝐾𝐨 lets her go, and 𝐂𝐨𝐧 opens her eyes to see that they're outside. 𝐂𝐨𝐧 realizes 𝐂𝐾𝐨 tricked her and falls to her knees crying, not from anger or sadness, but because she's happy she can go outside. 𝐂𝐾𝐨 gets emotional and comforts his sister. Then everything goes well with 𝐂𝐨𝐧 going further and further to the point of being able to eat at Mai's house and even play at the park. A month later, Futaba mocks 𝐂𝐾𝐨 for being a 𝐂𝐶𝐾oN, but compliments him for being a great brother. Later, 𝐂𝐨𝐧 rides the train with the others and refuses to let go of her brother for fear of strangers. 𝐂𝐾𝐨 tells her to look outside, and she sees the sea with amazement after not seeing it for a long time. Then they enjoy a picnic at the beach, eating rice balls and playing. Suddenly, Kano appears, but 𝐂𝐨𝐧 doesn't remember her old friend from school. It hurts Kano, but 𝐂𝐾𝐨 explains that 𝐂𝐨𝐧 doesn't have her memories. Some years ago, 𝐂𝐾𝐨 found his sister 𝐂𝐨𝐧, who suddenly started getting agitated seeing 𝐂𝐾𝐨 without remembering who he was or anything around her. The doctors concluded that 𝐂𝐨𝐧 had some kind of stress-induced disorder where she lost consciousness of being herself, completely lost her memories and gave birth to an entirely new person. 𝐂𝐾𝐨 concludes that 𝐂𝐨𝐧 herself cut off a part of her memory, where she was bullied by her friends to protect herself. At first, 𝐂𝐾𝐨 was hesitant to talk to 𝐂𝐨𝐧, seeing how his sister is no longer there, with the difference between the current 𝐂𝐨𝐧 and the old 𝐂𝐨𝐧. This drives 𝐂𝐾𝐨 crazy, living with a different person in his sister's body, until one day he comes home and finds 𝐂𝐨𝐧 with bruises on her body, and his mother slowly losing sanity, unable to accept the loss of her daughter. One night, 𝐂𝐾𝐨 feels pain in his body, and a tiger-shaped scar forms on his chest. The doctor refused to believe 𝐂𝐾𝐨's story. He thought it was a lie and accused 𝐂𝐾𝐨 of hurting himself like some edgy teenager. Then 𝐂𝐾𝐨 sneaked out to the beach, and there he found 𝐂𝐾𝐨, who heard his words and believed his story. From then on, 𝐂𝐾𝐨 kept meeting 𝐂𝐾𝐨, gradually falling in love with her, and asked why she believed his story. 𝐂𝐾𝐨 teaches 𝐂𝐾𝐨 two valuable lessons, which are 1. All different sizes of milk jugs are good jugs, and 2. That each person lives in their own different world, and the best thing someone can do as a person is to be kind while living in their own world, alongside the worlds of other people. 𝐂𝐾𝐨 lives every day trying to be a kinder person than the day before, and this opens 𝐂𝐾𝐨's eyes. 𝐂𝐾𝐨 cries, telling 𝐂𝐾𝐨 he wants to be like her, a person who is kind and supports other people and the pain they endure. Then 𝐂𝐾𝐨 gave 𝐂𝐨 a notebook in which she could write everything she felt. He accepts the current 𝐂𝐨 for who she is, and this makes her cry, seeing 𝐂𝐾𝐨 understanding her feelings. Then they separate with 𝐂𝐾𝐨 taking care of 𝐂𝐨. while the father takes care of the mother, and the father tells 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐚𝐭𝐨 that her parents will be waiting for her. For some time, 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 still wants the old 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝐴 to return, but eventually he starts worrying about what would happen to the new 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 if the old one returned. 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 apologizes to 𝒏𝒖 for hiding this information, and 𝒏𝒖 is okay with it, but she wishes 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 had told her earlier. The next day, 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝐴 agrees with her back arched, waiting for 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 to make her a woman. But 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 notices more bruises on her body. Later, 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 discovers that 𝒏𝒖 will be filming a movie far away, and �𝒖 tells him to call if something bad happens. 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 arrives home and finds his sister trying on her school clothes and asking him to take her outside again. 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 feels bad for not knowing who 𝒂𝐚𝐭 is and realizes 𝒂𝐚𝐭 is someone who the old 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 is friends with. 𝒂𝐚𝐭 left a book for 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 from 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃, which is a book that 𝒂𝐚𝐭 once borrowed from 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 but never returned. 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 opens the book and sees a note inside it, and the note makes 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 remember and pass out. Later, 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 is taken to the hospital, and the doctors inform 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 and his father that there's a chance her memory will return. Then 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 wakes up, and 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 is relieved to see that 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 changed. 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 informs more about what's happening, and 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 hears everything her brother is telling 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆. Later, 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 tells 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 she can ask for anything to celebrate her discharge from the hospital. 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 suggests seeing the pandas, but 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 wants to go to school. Then, 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 asks his father to help him fulfill 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃's wish, and he agrees. The father asks 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 to introduce him to his girlfriend, and 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 agrees to do that later. The next day, 𝑨𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 discovers that 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 will be traveling for weeks for work and promises that he'll use her photo to help him sleep every night. Nodoka asks 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 if he's afraid of the whole 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 situation. And 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 admits that as an older brother, it's his job to always look cool in front of his little sister, despite dying of fear when she isn't looking. Then, the school counselor named Tomo comes to visit 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 and gives suggestions about where to start if she wants to visit the school while encouraging her to improve. The next day, 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 gathers courage and goes to school while 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 accompanies her. She sees some students laughing, and this scares her, thinking they're laughing at her. After a few more steps, they decide to give up. Days later, they try again, and 𝐂𝐨𝐴 is impatient. She feels she's not good enough, and 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 sees the bruise spreading. He tries to make her give up, but she runs away saying she doesn't have time to go slow. And 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 realizes she knows about the old 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 returning. 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 gets scared seeing some upperclassmen, and her bruise starts spreading even more. She starts crying, asking why she can't go further. 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 gets tired and assures her she will go to school. 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 takes 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝐴 on a trip to the train station and ends up at the zoo, surprising 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃. She gets excited seeing the pandas and other animals with Harambe smiling from heaven. Later, 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 tells 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 she can come back any time and gives her an annual pass to the zoo, encouraging her with the idea of seeing more animals at the zoo. At night, 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 manages to buy pudding, and they take a different path, leading 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 to the school. 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 climbs the gate and invites 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 to peek inside. They walk through the hallways looking inside the classrooms, and 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 wishes that next time she's in a school, it's during the day. Then they plan to celebrate the completion of 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃's goals. But the next day, 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 wakes up with a completely different voice actress, and 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 realizes the old 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 returned. 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 tries to contact 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 after hearing that 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 went to school the previous night, but he doesn't answer. 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 calls his father and explains that 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 recovered her memories and asks him to go to the hospital for 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃. Then the doctor tells them that 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 doesn't remember having amnesia and that she must stay in the hospital for more examinations. 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 starts talking like she used to, and this makes her father cry with joy. 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 leaves the patient room and starts going crazy, running away and crying desperately. He starts cursing, begging for the other 𝐂𝐂𝐨𝒃 to return and go see the pandas with him. Suddenly, 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 starts bleeding from his chest, and 𝐂𝐴 comes to his aid like a ghost. Out of nowhere, she takes 𝒏𝒄𝒊𝒆 home and tries to calm him down, changing his clothes to check the wound. In a depressed state, he tells 𝒂𝐴 that he's useless, but 𝒂𝐴 tells him he did the best with what he had. 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐚𝐭 adds that 𝐂𝐨𝐧 loved him very much and that she valued every moment with her brother before departing. Then, 𝐂𝐨𝐴 grabs 𝐂𝐨𝐧's diary and starts reading about how 𝐂𝐨𝐧 felt isolated from everyone, as if she were a stranger in their daughter's body. But it was Sakuta who was there for her, letting her be 𝐂𝐨𝐧. She wrote everything about how her brother started high school, got his first job, bought Panda DVDs for her, and got a stunning girlfriend. 𝐂𝐨𝐧 knew that deep down, Sakuta regretted not being able to help her not be bullied, and when she disappeared, he would regret it too. That's why 𝐂𝐨𝐧 created her goals. She created them with the intention of achieving them with Sakuta by her side. She wanted him to not regret losing her in the end after all the beautiful memories they spent together. Instead of tears, she wants her brother to smile whenever he thinks of her and begs for just a little more time to achieve that goal. After all the incredible things 𝐂𝐨𝐧 experienced, she thanks Sakuta for it and writes in her diary that she loves him then, now, and forever. Sakuta starts crying, but he refuses his own emotions and tears to not betray 𝐂𝐨𝐧's wish to see him smile. The next day, he wakes up with a note from 𝐂𝐨𝐴 saying she's going home. Then his stomach rumbles and he starts eating everything he finds while laughing like a maniac. But Mai left a message asking him to let her know if 𝐂𝐨𝐧 managed to go to school. Sakuta calls her and tells her everything. And since 𝐂𝐨𝐧 can't remember anything from the last 2 years, Mai asks if Sakuta is okay, and he fakes a smile saying everything is fine. Later, Sakuta starts playing with his sister and asks if she likes pandas. She says yes, and Sakuta invites her to see some pandas with him. She calls him a coward who can't get any girl by inviting his own sister on a date, but he says he already has a girlfriend, shocking 𝐂𝐨𝐧. After some days, the older 𝐂𝐨𝐴 never appears again, and Sakuta wonders about her existence. Futaba has a theory that Sakuta joined the fight club and 𝐂𝐨𝐴 is his Tyler Durden, but he refuses to believe this. Then Mai goes to his apartment, and Sakuta is ready to finally open his legs and make her fly to the clouds. Mai sees 𝐂𝐨𝐴's message and demands Sakuta explain. He tries to explain that his problem was always kept between him and 𝐂𝐨𝐴, but Mai is still upset and leaves. Sakuta chases after her and sees her crying. He tries to comfort her, but she rejects him and goes away. Then, Sakuta is dead inside and his friends notice he's not himself. Sakuta finds Nodoka and she scolds him for being a brainless idiot whose brain is between his legs. She reveals that all Mai wanted was to cheer him up during his hardest moment, and that today is her birthday. Sakuta recovers his confident expression and goes to where Mai is filming. He takes a train and runs like Forrest Gump to find her. Then Mai sees him there and takes him with her to the car. She discovers her boyfriend is a romantic idiot who didn't bring money to return home. Then she helps him and gets him a hotel with the crew. Sakuta tells her happy birthday and Mai's agent gives them 15 minutes for the date. They come to the city and Sakuta uses her bra and shares his coat with her. He apologizes for being a bad boyfriend who didn't appreciate her effort, but she also apologizes for not being there for him during his time of need. He tells her how happy he is that she's with him now, since he wants to be there for her too. Then she asks him to close his eyes, signaling a kiss, but ends up being pinched as a reward, awakening his internal desires of masochism, like a blonde crusader from another world. After 𝐂𝐨𝐧 thanks Sakuta and tells him she wants to go to school since she's no longer afraid, knowing her brother is with her. If you watch this anime recap to the end, answer this question in the comments. Did our pickles disappear when we clapped the invisible bunny girl's cheeks? If you like anime recaps like this, watch this video. And hey, before you go, if this unhinged journey through quantum bunny girls, time-looping tsunderes, and enough family drama to make a telenovela blush left you craving more chaotic anime breakdowns, smash that subscribe button on Curious Nerd. We serve premium degeneracy with a side of questionable life advice weekly. Don't be a background character in someone else's story. Become a main character in ours. Hit subscribe, ring that notification bell, and join the cult. I mean, community. Your future self will thank you probably.